What's the funniest way you found out if a rumor was true or not? We were sitting in our school's library when one kid yells, "Did you guys hear about the video?" All of us looked at each other. What video? We never saw any video. Apparently someone was at school late last night and heard our principal yelling at his daughter over some video she made. He was absolutely furious, screaming at her that if anybody saw it, he'd get fired and she'd get kicked out of school. Nobody knew what it was, but the news about it spread throughout our school like wildfire. His daughter, Sienna, was actually in some of my classes, and later that day, when I watched her walk into our classroom, I instantly saw she had been crying. Literally everyone was staring at her, but nobody had the courage to ask her what actually happened. All we knew was that it must have been so bad that our principal said he'd be banned from the school board if anyone saw it. But then someone knocked on our classroom door, and when the teacher opened it, the vice principal was standing there with the cops. I thought they were here to arrest Sienna, but they didn't ask for her. Instead, we heard her say, "I need to speak with Ashton." Ashton? Why him? Ashton was this popular kid who played basketball, and when he stood up, he looked confused as hell. They went out into the hallway, and we could hear muffled voices through the door. When Ashton came back 10 minutes later, he was literally crying, like tears streaming down his face, and he wouldn't look at anyone. Everyone immediately started asking him what happened, but he just sat there shaking his head, not saying a word. Now Ashton and Sienna were both crying, and after class was over, there were multiple police officers in the principal's office. Ashton's parents showed up too, and we watched them all go in there shutting the door with tears in their eyes. Something bad must have happened with them, but weirdly, Ashton and Sienna both didn't come back to school for days. But then someone said they overheard a teacher say Ashton was in the video too. A rumor instantly went around our entire school that Ashton and Sienna had made a spicy video together, and our principal just happened to find it. That would definitely get him fired, and the rumor spread so fast that by lunch, literally everyone in school was talking about it. I didn't believe it was true, but when Ashton finally came back to school, all the guys immediately surrounded him at his locker. "Dude, what happened? Is it true about you and Sienna?" But he just told us to leave him alone and wouldn't answer the question. "Did you really make that video with her?" But every time he'd just change the topic or walk away. Everyone was going crazy over this rumor. Multiple kids getting detention for talking about it. Any kid that claimed they had the video on their phone got it taken away and sent home, but still nobody had actually seen it. Then the school finally had enough. The principal got on the intercom, and we heard him say, "All students, stop your classes and come to the gymnasium immediately." Literally, all 2,000 students had to pack into that gymnasium, and he told everyone to leave both students alone immediately. Any student who got caught talking about Ashton or his daughter would face consequences, and banned us from talking about them. Everyone forgot about it until senior year when Sienna got into a really heated argument with another kid about something. They were both sitting in the cafeteria yelling at each other, and everyone was sitting there watching them go back and forth. Sienna started making fun of his broccoli hair and how he put on way too much Dior Sauvage, and this kid took that personally. He stood up, looked her dead in the eye, and screamed loud enough for the entire cafeteria to hear. Well, at least I didn't make a spicy video with Ashton when I was 12. The entire cafeteria goes completely silent. A bunch of girls immediately covered their mouths and gasped because this kid brought up the forbidden topic. Even the teachers didn't know what to say, and Sienna's face instantly went red. The whole room was silent, waiting for her to say something, when Sienna looks at him and goes, "Hey, I was 13.